Central Missouri Jennies go 2-0 over the week with wins against Missouri Western and Truman. Here with head coach Flip Piontek. Coach got a straight set win on the road at Western, then another 5-set victory against Truman here Saturday. Just talk about, I guess, what you've seen this week.
As much as you want to say that the victory at Missouri Western on Friday night was a straight set win, it really wasn't very easy. Both game one and game two, I thought that Missouri Western played very hard. I thought they forced us to play a little bit beyond what we planned on going in, and the closeness of the two games, 1 and 2, was very evident to the coach, if not the people who were watching. I felt like after the intermission, once we convinced them that we were going to play hard the third game, I thought we kind of ran away with it a little bit in the third game, only because they felt like they'd given it their best shot and hadn't come through, and I felt as long as we pushed hard in the beginning of the third game, we gave ourselves a little bit of an advantage, and that allowed us to pull away in game 3. So because of the way their schedule is set up this year, to me, finishing in 3 on the road is convenient, so that we came home Friday night. We were home by 11:30 at night, and that's after playing. We got food, we drove back, and I was at home at 11:30, so I know everybody else except my assistant head coach was home by 11:30 in their own bed. So I think that helped us in terms of getting some rest and allowing to prepare for the match on Saturday night. Saturday night, Truman was the best team we played since we were in Colorado, playing West Texas, playing Metro, playing Lewis, Colorado School of Mines. They played very hard. They played as if they wanted to win the game, and that's all you can ask. I thought in game 1 they played a terrific volleyball match. I thought game 2 and 3 were pretty. They were hotly contested games, but they weren't very well played. I thought games 4 and 5 were as good a volleyball as you're going to get from two teams out there, and it's unfortunate that one had to lose, but both teams hit well, dug well, played well, and it's just fortunate for us that in game 5 we started off strong with our first server, little freshman Annie, scoring 3 points with her little jump serve, and that lead was enough to carry us through, because really from that 3-point lead on, it was that lead the whole way through, and both teams sided out terrific. Both teams played good defense, lots of great rallies. That was as good a 5th game as you're going to see from two teams that really wanted to win. So that was a terrific volleyball match, and that match will help us down the road.
In that match, sophomore Aubrey Renshaw finished with a team-high 17 kills. Coach, talk about her addition to this club and how she's kind of fit in with your program.
You know, her job, I suspect, was probably a little difficult for her. Coming from Washburn, the players, there was a little tension the first time she walked in the gym. It so happened that the first time she walked in our gym was also the day we were playing Washburn, so it was hilarious watching the Washburn coach while they were playing us and warming up and talking like that. But the players had to understand that, when Aubrey made the decision to go to Washburn 2 years ago, it wasn't like we hadn't tried to recruit her. We wanted her to come then. And so she had academic problems at Washburn, took a year off, went to community college to get her grades back up. And the things that she did while she was out not playing volleyball for a year, I thought indicated to me that she really wanted to try to make things better and then get another chance. And so I was willing to go there, and that was good for her and good for us, I think. I think that she's a very good volleyball player, and I think she helps the other players around her. And what she's done as she's been here is she's gradually got herself back into better volleyball shape. She was in good physical condition, but you've got to play volleyball, and she took a year off. And so for her in preseason coming in, she was a little tentative. Her innate decision making was a little bit behind what was supposed to take place, and over the course of the month that we've been here now, she's gradually gotten better and better and better. And just as a result of what happened on Saturday, we'll make some minor adjustments in the lineup today between moving Carly and Aubrey to see what happens if we change the two positions that they're in. You wouldn't think it would make that much difference, but in terms of who they're standing next to, and it does make a big difference in the chemistry. So we're going to try some of those things today. primarily as a result of the success that she's had. I think she's our best passer. Most teams won't serve her, and so it sort of makes sense that the other two people are passing on the two freshmen. So she's only a sophomore, but her adjustment to what we do and how we do things here has been slow, gradual, and very beneficial for her and for the team. So she's doing a great job.
All right, now, this week coming up, you've got a little 3-game road trip here in conference play. 3 games in 3 nights, which is a little unusual in the regular season at this point. With
yeah, it is, Greg. But you know, for us, for teams that want to play in the postseason, I really consciously try to put together a 3-day series of matches where you're going to play a Thursday, Friday, and a Saturday night to simulate what you would do if you end up qualifying for the postseason. You know, in our region this year, there's no guarantees of that because our region is very, very strong. But still, you have to prepare the players for the rigors of facing 3 different opponents on 3 different nights. Yeah. With the preparation that goes into it. You know, we're accustomed to playing 2. The Friday, Saturday is pretty common for us. But the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, that's a hard thing to do. By that 3rd time the match rolls around, the additional factor for this week is the travel. You know, for us, we originally had a midweek match with Missouri Southern, which would have required us to travel to Missouri Southern and back. And then Friday, we would have had to travel all the way to Central Oklahoma. So for us, it seems to make more sense to leave on Thursday, go to Joplin, spend the night there, take the shorter trip to Edmond on Friday, and then take the short trip from Edmond back to Pittsburgh State on Saturday. So who knows? Perhaps the coach is overly adventurous in terms of what he wants to do. But I really do think that the idea of playing 3 matches back-to-back and the preparation and the mental effort that's required is what we need to practice so that we can do that later on the season if we're lucky enough to get there.
All right. As you said, Jennies with Missouri Southern, Central Oklahoma, and Pittsburgh State this week. Return home October 5th to take on Arkansas Tech.
Correct.
Coach, thanks.
Thanks, Greg.